when you lose focus, I'm praying so that you never lose your faith. And there's somebody under the sound of my voice that you've lost focus before. But I want to announce to somebody that may be looking you up and down, let me announce to them that God has allowed you to keep your faith. No, you lost focus and maybe you lost connection with God and God's church. But can I remind you, God himself has been praying for you. That even though you may lose your focus, somebody ought to be able to testify, I never lost my faith. It's because God has been praying for me. And so he uses a failure for ministry. He does not reserve ministry for people that are faultless. Because if he ever reserved ministry for people that are faultless, there would not be a ministry. This is for those of you that look at somebody and you know their reputation and you sell them short for what God is able to do in their lives. Can I suggest to you that God has a way of using some failures? I'm talking to the right room. That God has a way of using some folks that are filled with fault and flaws, but yet he's able to look beyond their faults and to see their needs. Every ministry we have is filled with people with faults. Every great thing that we've done in 75 years has been people that were filled with faults. But we serve a God that is able to look out of his left eye of grace and look out of his right eye of mercy. And every day of our lives, he looks beyond our faults and he sees our needs. Prayer has a way of allowing us to keep our faith. But watch it. He says, once thou hast been converted, in other words, he says, once you have not just been convinced, but when you've been converted. I'm not talking about just knowing about God, but being connected by way of relationship that will never compromise your convictions or your principles. He says, once you have then been converted. He says, prayer has a way of pulling you back.
All right.
He says, come back to the place where you first met me. I want to talk to some real people today that have had those moments where you step outside of God's will and God's way. I know it's not a lot of you because many of you are perfect. So I'm just talking to a select few today that have ever made some mistake in your life, said some things that you should not have said, did some things that you should not have done, and found yourself in places that you know God didn't want you to go in. But yet, despite that, God still uses you. I just want to talk to some people that can praise God for not judging you for where you are, but for seeing where he can take you and what he can make you into. He says it pulls you back. Pulls you back from your wayward ways. It pulls you back into relationship with him. And then it positions you to be a blessing. He says, when you've been converted, you come back and strengthen the brother. When God has delivered you, you do not join the witness protection agency. Because the people that can help those that have fallen are the people that have fallen before. I don't need to hear a sermon or a song from perfect people. I need to hear from those that were sinking deep in sin. Far from the peaceful shore. Very deep to stay within, seeking to rise no more, but the master of the sea hurt your despair. I cried, and from the waters lifted me. Now safe am I. He said, I don't need people that haven't done anything to minister to those that are striving to grow. But I need to use somebody that knows what it feels like to disappoint God. And can we be honest, not just disappoint God, but disappoint your family. Not just disappoint your family, but let's be honest, disappoint ourselves. He said, those are the very people that I like to use. And that's why the songwriter said, I'm just a nobody. trying to tell